Welcome to Alabama Manufacturing Now, hosted by the Alabama Training Network, a podcast where we cover a wide array of challenges, solutions, and innovations for manufacturers and businesses.
We're your hosts, Whitney Barlow
and Paige Caulfield.
Alabama Training Network, powered by the Alabama Community College System, built for training, driven by workforce.
Welcome back to Alabama Manufacturing Now. We're your hosts, Paige Caulfield and Whitney Barlow. We're excited today to have Teriann Bailey with us with Honda. Teriann, can you go ahead and just start telling us about what you do there at Honda and your role?
Yeah, absolutely. I am our workforce partnership lead for the Southern region with Honda.
Okay.
And what that means is I work with the K through 12 schools and the 2-year colleges and the 4-year colleges to advance our workforce in the future.
Very interesting.
And that can be a plant tour, that can be a career day at a school, that can be coordinating a speaker at an event, also coordinating our large community events that are focused on workforce.
Well, I will say that me and Whitney love a tour.
We do. I was just thinking that.
Know who to call.
I'm your gal for a tour.
We love a tour.
We do love a tour. Well, that's great. So a little bit more about Honda. Can you talk about the overview and the footprint of Honda here in Alabama?
Yeah, absolutely. So our presence in Alabama is really anchored by the Alabama Auto Plant, or AAP as we call it. The plant opened in 2001. Our first production day was November 14th in 2001. We built 10 Odyssey minivans back then. Since then, 25 years ago, we've built over 7 million vehicles.
Oh my gosh.
And we're about 4.9 million square feet. If you want to compare that, it's as big as the Talladega racetrack.
Whoa.
Under one roof. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool because it was a big racetrack.
It's huge. We employ about 4,500 associates. And we're the only U.S. manufacturing facility that has 2 full vehicle assembly plants and an engine plant under one roof.
Wow.
So we're huge.
That's really
Yes, I would say so.
Yep.
So speaking of the Honda Odyssey, that's a minivan.
Yes.
Is that pretty popular? Is that one of your most popular minivans?
It's our only minivan that we
Okay.
make. Yep. And we've been building it since day one here in Alabama.
Okay.
You can tell you're not a minivan person.
I'm not, but I've always been intrigued, but I felt like I had to get over like the soccer mom.
Well, that's who the minivan is made for. But if you were to drive one, they are the most comfortable vehicle. And the way the doors operate, they slide open, so you don't have to worry about your kids dinging another car.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about having to climb into the vehicle like some larger ones, and you can literally just step into it. So it's made with a purpose.
Yeah.
And the purpose is for soccer moms.
I've just never been look, I've always thought about it, but I have never gotten over that I felt like my kids would be joked on at school if I picked them up.
The kids love it just as much as the parents do.
I bet they do.
Well, I went on a trip.
Astro van when I was growing up.
Oh, that was so popular. We went on a trip not very long ago, and we rented an Odyssey minivan, and it was fabulous.
So you've actually been in one?
Yes.
Driven one?
They're very comfortable to drive.
Yes, they're pretty cool.
Fun fact, if you rented a minivan, that rental car shop bought the minivan because Honda does not sell fleet vehicles.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
See? We've got to go tour this.
Yeah, I'm very interested now. So tell us a little bit about what all Honda produces in Alabama.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know even that we're out in Lincoln.
No.
I don't think I did know that.
So it's about 45 minutes east of Birmingham. And we build the light truck models, which are the Odyssey minivan, and also the Pilot and Passport SUVs.
Okay.
And the Ridgeline pickup truck. And all of the V6 engines that power these vehicles. We're the global exclusive manufacturer, which means if you see any of these cars on the road anywhere in the world, they were made right here in Alabama.
No, I did
That's
not
pretty
know
cool.
that.
I didn't know that either. And I've also heard great things about the Honda Pilot,
Yes.
especially the newer ones, that they are just magnificent.
They are.
So that's really cool.
My husband had a Honda Pilot. Look, we're apparently, we're a big Honda family. I
So are we.
love Accords, and
Yes.
those are the cars that go for days, and best car for a 16-year-old you can buy.
Absolutely.
But he had a Honda Pilot, and he absolutely,
They're great.
that third seat and the
Yes.
way that it still has a lot of storage space. Look at us. We're just a commercial for Honda
Yes,
today.
absolutely.
We apparently have also been through a lot of these
So
vehicles.
if you want to throw a Honda Pilot my way for promotion, you just go right ahead.
Noted.
So talk a little bit about how important Alabama is to Honda's manufacturing strategy.
We're very important to the manufacturing strategy. For one, we build about a third of the vehicles that Honda makes in the U.S. We've also played a huge role in sustainability. We were the first automobile plant to be zero waste to landfill,
Really?
Wow.
and we still operate like that. And we kind of set the standard for the rest of our plants in North America to also be zero waste to landfill. We're waste to energy and recycling.
That is amazing.
We're also a certified clean energy plant.
That is a lot of effort.
Yeah.
When you think about what you went into to make sure you had zero waste. I have participated in a lot of symposiums where automobile manufacturers have talked about trying to become zero waste and really making that effort, and that is not an easy feat.
No.
So congratulations.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a really cool thing.
It is.
Ooh, speaking of the coolest thing, I see you brought us a little blue
Yes.
award that looks pretty
Yes.
fancy.
Yes, absolutely.
And I cannot think of anything fancier than a racing minivan. So,
That's right.
which is why, oh, yes, so you've got to tell us.
Okay.
Tell us all about the coolest thing made in Alabama.
Yes, the coolest thing made in Alabama this year is our Racing Odyssey. So we have a race team at the plant.
Really?
Yes.
This is amazing.
Mhm.
So, like,
The
they're
full-
employees?
They're employees of the plant.
They wear like the jumpsuit, like the racing suits and stuff.
When they're racing, they're going to wear race suits, but
Okay.
their normal 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
job or 7 to 3 job is at the plant, whether it's engineering or facilities or working on the next upcoming model. It's
Wow.
a whole group of associates that volunteer their time to
So, do you have to
modify
try
them.
out to be on the race team?
No, you don't have to try it out. All you need is a passion for racing and the willingness to volunteer your time to work on the vehicles and race the
That's
vehicles.
super cool.
That is amazing.
So the current Racing Odyssey, it's a 5th generation Odyssey
Okay.
that production standard. And it's just been modified.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
You were kidding me.
I'm not. The drivetrain is mostly factory, very minimal modifications
My mom's
to allow it
home.
to race on the track. And it's really cool to see on the
So a
track.
soccer mom
Yeah.
That's what
can
I
get
think.
out there,
Yeah.
and I mean, like at the Talladega Speedway, and get on up there.
Yep.
Talk about take your kids to practice.
Well, that's probably where it came from.
Probably
When you're
so.
trying to get your, 4 kids to one place at the exact same time. And like, you know how on the commercials, on movies where they swing it in and it just slides in perfectly. I'm
Yep.
like, yep, somebody was like, we can make this work.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to say, our friends at Manufacture Alabama are the ones that come up with the coolest thing made in Alabama. And it's voted
Yes.
on their website. And it's the 2026. So every year someone that manufactures in Alabama, which is a great way to I didn't know all the things that are made in Alabama.
There's so many things.
I had no idea. We had a Racing Odyssey minivan. I had no idea. They work in different departments. So you have a collaboration of people across the cross section of all those at Honda. They don't have to try out. So
right.
you just volunteer.
Yes.
So kind of, so what does that look like? So I'm like, let's just say that I decided to move to Lincoln and go to work for Honda because
You
I
don't
want
have to
be
live in
able-
Lincoln to
Oh.
work at Honda.
Well, I live far enough away that I'm going to need to move a little bit closer. So get a little bit closer to you. But let's just say I come to work and I'm like, okay, I want to do this. So we get on the team and have you ever had like the Racing Pilot? I feel like that would tump over. But like, how did no offense, like going up on I'm just imagining the Talladega bank.
Yeah. Well, the whole idea behind the race team is to build a race car from a vehicle that's built at the plant.
That's amazing.
And so that's why the Odyssey was chosen. It's such a unconventional vehicle to see
To
on
say
a
the least.
racetrack.
Yes.
And so that's what makes it really cool.
Do they all get in the car and race at the same time? Like, are they all in there holding on to the handles?
No.
Is it just one person?
There's a
racing?
driver.
There's a driver.
That
And then
would be
there'll be a
amazing.
photographer, the maintenance people changing out tires, gas, normal team members that you would see on a
On a
racetrack.
Okay, so
So
who
everybody's
do they
gonna
race
play-
against?
They race against all kinds of different groups, and they go around the country to race the
Oh, wow.
Odyssey.
That
It
is
was
so
out at the
cool.
barber's track at the Children's of
Yes.
Alabama
Yes.
a couple months ago.
That
It
is
was out there.
amazing. I can't even.
That's really neat.
I didn't know if like other manufacturers who manufacture minivans or something similar to minivans, y'all have like a big.
I think we're the only racing minivan.
Oh, see, because y'all know where it's
right.
at. That's absolutely
So
amazing.
in your mind, what do you think? What is the reason behind your opinion on why Honda won the coolest thing in manufacture Alabama?
I think it's really because it truly is something unconventional. You
Yeah.
think of an Odyssey minivan, you think of a soccer mom.
Right.
That's who the
Yeah.
car was made for. So to turn something that's made for one demographic into something totally different
Dale Earnhardt. So proud.
is just really cool.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's really a pride of not only the plant, but of Honda overall
Absolutely.
and Alabama.
Yeah.
So
so cool.
it's got to help with recruiting.
Oh, absolutely. It allows current associates to explore new roles that they may not otherwise get an opportunity to explore because they'll have to learn some new skills when you join the race team. It's going to be out of their normal roles and responsibilities, but we'll take it to events to showcase. It's a way for us to engage with someone who may not originally think to engage with Honda, but if they see something like a race car, I didn't know I could do that at the plant. I thought
Yeah.
all you did was make cars.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
so much more than
Oh,
that.
we race them, man.
That's right. Yeah.
We race them.
So have you ever had, and you might not know the answer to this is just my curiosity. Have you ever had somebody show up for like an interview that was like, I'm just here to race?
It works 7 to 3. I'm thinking if I'm on the race team, it working 7 to 3.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Got it made, boy.
Just for you can contact.
So I'm not sure. I have not personally interviewed anyone who has said that.
Okay. Well, they might not give it up, but their real intentions probably hidden.
I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it would be fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about workforce for a minute.
Yep.
Because we're all getting infatuated with the minivan. And see here, you said throw you a Honda Pilot. You might be rethinking that.
I might now. I think I might want a racing minivan.
Right,
I'd be like,
yes.
that's when I will start driving.
Yeah.
When I can have the race.
Before we get into workforce, y'all want to see a little video with our race members?
Oh, yes,
that
we
would
would
be
love
phenomenal.
to. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love.
Y'all go check out this video brought by Honda, and we'll be back.
Being a part of the race team is a commitment.
Everyone's really excited to be here. We all have a lot of passion, and that's why we do what we do.
I get excited even when I just get to drive the Odyssey on the road like 5 feet.
As long as we can show that the van or any of our cars are in the mix, and we can show that the team is doing a good job. Of course, we want to win.
Me working at the plant allowed me the opportunity to be on the Honda team.
You'll get opportunities here that you may not get in your current role.
No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, you too can take something maybe unconventional and make it something incredible.
We talked a little bit about the racing. That was fantastic. I loved that video. Now Paige and I are going to be discussing what that looks like in our future.
Yeah.
I could see. Can't you see me and you in the tracksuits?
Yeah.
And Oh, hopefully I can
Absolutely.
keep up with those keys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Hey, our cars are push to start. No key required.
oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not even like a fob?
Well, you have a fob.
Okay.
But it's not a. I just keep mine in my purse. I never take it out.
yeah.
It just unlocks as you approach it. A little,
Yeah. That's
hello, welcome to the car.
that's what
neat.
mine does too. I have a 8-year-old, and so sometimes it leaves
It
throws
leaves-
legs and walks. Okay, so all right, so you do workforce. That's
Yes.
your main job
That's
at
right.
Honda. So we're going to talk about workforce
All right.
because, as you know, the training network, Alabama Training Network, that's what we do is try to help upskill in things. So tell me what skills, when y'all are either through K through 12, 2-year, or those that are already out in the workforce, what are those critical skills you're looking for?
There's so many in the workforce today, but critical skills are going to go beyond just those technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to know the basics of manufacturing? Of course.
Right.
We need people who know automation and who know robotics or maintenance. But just as, or sometimes even more important than that, are what I call durable skills.
Okay.
You may know those as soft skills.
Oh, I like that word
Yes,
so much
I
better.
love that
Durable
word.
skills.
Skills.
Because
Ooh,
they,
we're onto
like a
something.
Honda, are going to last you a lifetime.
Up, girl.
Oh,
playing with me.
Where did y'all? So have you?
Did you copyright that?
I should.
You should.
I should.
You
Copyright
should.
that.
You should. I
Absolutely.
learned the word activate the other day when we're
Okay.
talking about a place
Yes.
that you want to make work, and so you activate it by adding things in. So now I'm learned durable. I love learning. See?
So those durable
Okay.
skills are going to be like your teamwork,
Yeah.
your communication, problem
Yeah.
solving. Those aren't things you can really teach.
Nope.
You 1,000%.
You have to grow those from a young age.
And lots
So-
of mistakes.
That's right.
On the way.
Sometimes that's the only way to learn.
Correct.
But we can teach you how to run a robot. We can teach you how to fix a machine. We can't teach you how to listen to somebody, or we can't teach you how to think critically. So those skills are very important in the workforce. Being adaptable. Things change all the time,
Right.
faster than
Mm-hmm.
we can keep up. But you have to be willing to adapt. That's one of those durable skills that's really going to go.
So do you see that? Do you see that with your new workforce coming in, the adaptability?
We are working with the schools from kindergarten through the 4-year universities to help embed that into education,
Mm-hmm.
hoping that they can understand and relate that to the students of how important it is. It's just as important as clocking in on time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just as important as doing your job. You have to be able to communicate. And it's even more important now, I think, with the rise of technology. It's
Mm-hmm. Yes.
students today love to just send an email or send a text.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
Sometimes you need to go talk to a person.
Yes.
You're going to get your message across faster and better if you're able to just talk to someone.
Yeah.
And it can be 1 5-minute conversation as opposed to 10 emails back and
Correct.
forth.
Yes.
where you
And
don't
some-
understand voice
That's right.
inflection and
That's
all
right.
those things.
And
Yes.
context. And sometimes, the conversation just needs to happen face
Yes.
to face.
So they can
sometimes-
see your face.
Exactly. And know you mean business.
That's right.
Yes. What about critical thinking? So these are things that I'm thinking about. I have school age children, and these are things that we deal with in our household, where I feel like the household itself is teaching more of those skills.
Yeah.
That's probably not always the case for every household. So those are extremely important. So I was just curious on what you're seeing, and are you having to, I don't know, mold that durable skill a little bit more when they're coming to you?
It's very difficult to mold a durable skill.
It is.
But we do train our associates, and we offer training classes if there's something you want to perfect a little bit more or build upon your own skills or learn something new. Or maybe you have a teammate or a supervisor that would say, hey, I think this is a good class for you based on what I've seen. So we have that available to our associates to continue to build and continue to improve and train yourself and just get better over time.
Which is fantastic because a lot of, most recently, I guess, probably in the last 5 years, maybe longer, you see that when you're talking about companies and what employees are looking for in their companies. Everyone always thought it was about money. And in reality, it's more about investing in them personally.
Absolutely.
Understanding, I already heard based on the 7 to 3 that you already are working with timelines so that they have outside of work and really learning how to balance that, which is tremendous for y'all. And a big high five. So, see, you're more than just a Racing Honda Odyssey as being the coolest thing in Alabama.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You are really thinking about balancing. So, tell me, what are some of those challenges? We talked about a little bit of the critical thinking and the durable skills and things like that. But when you, let's just say you have a skilled employee that has hard skills, a little bit of durable skills inside the workforce. I mean, do you see the challenges there? Do you see the challenges in K-12 where you're working with them? Do you see it with the 2-year schools, 4-year schools of really trying to get that workforce that y'all need at Honda? Because 4,500 people is a lot of people.
4,500 people is a lot of people.
And especially with all of the announcements that are happening in Alabama, we have a lot of workforce that's going to be pulled in lots of different directions. So, like, what are those challenges, all those different aspects?
A lot of the challenge we face is just awareness and perception of what manufacturing is.
Yes.
There's old stereotypes about manufacturing being dirty and dark and low paying. None of those are true today. But it is almost a job in itself to break through those stereotypes and help people understand that it's not what you think it is. People may not realize that we're clean, we're high tech, we're
zero waste
oriented.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. We have the most advanced engine assembly plant of all of Honda Global.
Wow.
Right here in Lincoln, Alabama.
And those are the kind of things that you have to think about when you're doing manufacturing. And also that it's not just one job.
No, there's so many jobs. It takes all kinds of careers in manufacturing. We have lawyers on site. We have a medical office. There's a cafeteria, 3 cafeterias on site. So it's not just associates that build the vehicles. It's associates who hire the people, who maintain the facility, who order the car parts, who order the robots, who, drive the forklifts around. So it's almost any field you can think of, you can do in manufacturing.
You're like a little small city.
We are.
You have a mayor and everything.
So talk a little bit about partnerships. How important are those, such like organizations like ACCS and other workforce training providers to Honda?
These organizations are 100% essential to what we do. And we don't really consider them separate. They're extensions of the regional workforce ecosystem that we have going on in Eastern Alabama and Alabama as a whole. These types of partnerships allow us to align our strategy and training directly with real industry needs. And whether that's automation or robotics, maintenance, or even leadership skills. And that's where organizations like ATN come into play. We can partner with y'all directly to help ensure that those skills are developed and that they're staying relevant and responsive to what manufacturers really need today.
That's right. And you're investing in your people.
That's right.
So on workforce, I just have to ask, do you see a lot of issues with generations?
I wouldn't call them issues. I would say I can tell a difference.
Okay.
I
guess the cross communication between the generations. I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's okay.
I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, I wonder if with 4,500 people, you definitely have to have all 5 in the workforce.
They're all there. And I would be lying if I saying there's probably not some gaps in communication sometimes.
I love how you make it so.
It sounds so good.
When we talked earlier about going to see somebody, that helps close that gap.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because you can have a Gen Z starting to enter the workforce who wants to just email everybody. And you have a millennial or a Gen X, maybe an elder millennial.
Who's really not going to read that email.
Yeah, we're gonna go see you.
because we don't really have time to read that email.
I get so many emails.
Correct.
So many.
If it's important, just come talk to me.
Yes,
Right.
and it'll take 2 seconds because I'm not going to
That's
engage
right.
in a conversation
So
with you.
it's not an issue so much as it's a learning opportunity for the younger generation. But it's also a learning opportunity for the older generations.
Yep.
Correct.
That's true.
Because we all have to be adaptable and
Mhm.
understand that times change and people change and technology changes. But what can we do to bridge that gap and close the gap eventually?
Continue to improve. Love it.
Okay, so Paige and we're fired up about working because we want to be on the race team.
Yes.
We can work 7 to 3.
Yep.
We have pretty durable skills. So what other things, most days, what other things would you, if we were not in the wonderful age demographics that we are, or we were looking, what would you do to encourage us to become a career in manufacturing?
I would encourage you to just learn more about it. Don't accept the stereotype.
So it's not dirty.
It's not dirty.
Mm-hmm.
We're not dirty.
And it's not just for men.
It's no.
Yeah.
40% of our workforce is women in Alabama.
It's a good percentage.
Y'all have tons of programs inside of Honda
Yes,
that encourage, motivate, upskill, so you have room to grow.
absolutely.
Obviously, from the racing team, there are different things inside of the manufacturing company, Honda specifically, that you have room to collaborate with your coworkers and outside of just.
Yes, we have several programs within the company aside from the race team, but we have business resource groups where associates can join those. And those are opportunities to network within the company, maybe different areas you don't know about or you want to learn about, volunteer at organizations, maybe just have a get together with other like-minded individuals. They're inclusive groups, so like our women's business resource group, you don't have to be a woman to join it. But the idea is to use that platform to help advance your career, advance your network, advance Honda as a whole, and just be an overall inclusive work environment.
And I think the other cool thing that people forget about manufacturing is that a lot of manufacturing facilities, they're not one of one. They're one of many.
That's
like,
right.
for example, Honda has.
We have more than 10 manufacturing facilities in the U.S.
So it gives you an opportunity not just to upskill at the current plant, but you have the opportunity to really move and to do those things and become part of something. If you're into something that wants to be something part of a bigger process.
Absolutely. Personally, I took an assignment and moved to the Mexico plant for a couple years back in 2015
I bet that was
and helped start up the Mexico plant.
Wow.
And I was down there for 2 years. So that just goes to show you that Honda does invest in people. And internally, we're the subject matter experts at what we do. And
Yes.
so we want to take those experts and put them where they're needed to help upskill associates.
And all of those different jobs can come in every different form. Straight out of high school with some upskilling, 2-year degree with the Alabama Community College system, a 4-year degree in some capacity, or you can be there currently working, been there since 2001, and you can just continue to grow into the company.
That's right.
So you
And
can plug in wherever.
you can, and you don't have to have a college degree to do something other than work on the production floor. I'm a perfect example of that. I have no college degree.
So this is great. Like
Yeah.
that's not that but I mean, these are the things that people outside of, oh, it's clean. These are the things that I think people just really don't realize when you think about manufacturing.
That's right.
Is that these are opportunities for people to invest.
Yes, I worked in a completely different industry for 12 years before I joined Honda.
And you just were like, I'm going to try this.
That's right.
You went for the racing, didn't you?
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I do. I love the Racing Odyssey.
Don't lie. Well, we talked about this a little bit about investing. So how else does Honda invest in Alabama and the communities? We know how they invest in their people.
Right.
So
Yes. Well, we're deeply invested in our communities where the associates live and work. Honda's philosophy when it comes to building manufacturing facilities is we want to build where our customers live.
I like it.
And that can show up through the education partners that we have, whether it's that K through 12 or 2-year or 4-year colleges. But also through those plant tours that I talked about, hands-on programs.
Mhm.
We'll be at a couple summer camps this year, equipment investments. All those things are going to align education with real industry needs. Industry is so embedded into education these days, nothing like when I was in school.
Correct.
Yeah.
A manufacturer would have never come to my high school and talked to me.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's interesting how
It is.
society finally understands
How important it is.
Yes.
And it's important from early education. It's not just high schools.
Correct.
I was at an elementary school a couple weeks ago, and we've seen, first graders.
Yes.
It starts
So
early.
They start early.
Yeah.
You've got to get them working with their hands and get them about thinking outside. We do some of the boxes that are in the mail on
yeah.
the steam, and just for them to think about those different levels.
Yeah. We're very active in safety initiatives.
Okay.
Okay.
Honda has a 2050 goal of 0 fatalities from any of our products. That's an aggressive goal.
That is
Yes.
extremely.
But that's our goal. We're very active in that. We're very active in STEM outreach within the communities and other local events that are going to strengthen and support the long-term opportunity that we offer.
So you mean 2050, like
That's
not-
25 years from now.
and you're not just talking about in the plant.
No, we're talking
You're
about
talking about
the
like if
customers
I
that are
am racing
driving.
my Honda Odyssey as a mom trying to get my child somewhere. That's
Our
that's
goal is no
yeah.
fatalities.
It's very,
that's a great goal to have. Even more of a reason why 16-year-olds should drive Hondas.
That's right.
I'm just thinking about how that's amazing. That is such a wow.
yeah.
That's in
So what does it mean to you or to Honda to be a long-standing manufacturer in the state of Alabama?
I think it means responsibility and pride. We've been manufacturing vehicles here for 25 years. That's more than $3 billion in capital investment. That's a huge investment that Honda has made in the state. That longevity really means that we're not taking a short-term view. We're here to stay. We invest in our people, our facilities, our suppliers, and our partnerships that will help sustain manufacturing in Alabama for decades.
That's great.
It also means growth within the state, supporting the workforce development.
yeah.
Partnering with everyone, adapting to new technologies, and continuing to be that stable employer and community partner as the Alabama manufacturing landscape grows, which we know it is.
So we just talked about suppliers. We were, I guess, the past 2 years have really tried to. We're part of the MEP network, so every state has something similar to Alabama Training Network in it. And we were talking about supply chains and strengthening supply chains, especially here in the North America area. So do y'all focus on suppliers that are within driving distance, within the Southeast? Like, what do y'all look for with your suppliers?
We like to buy locally, of course, from suppliers that are in the U.S. Anytime a new manufacturing plant is built or comes to an area, suppliers are going to follow.
Yes.
Period. We'll purchase $2 billion of parts from suppliers in Alabama every year. And a lot of those came because Honda came.
Right.
But also,
It's okay.
We're
I
good.
forgot what I was going to say.
Listen, it's fine.
What time are we at, Nick?
We got just one more question. Oh, good. We just got 2 more questions.
Yeah.
The supply chain thing was, I was just curious because we have had so many people in here talk about supply chain. I just threw that out.
No,
at
I
you.
had a comment about that.
You got it?
Oh, wait.
If you got it. Looking ahead.
And of course, we don't.
Oh,
How
yes,
long
I got
is
it.
the
Okay.
racing vehicle? The video?
It's like 30 seconds.
Oh,
Or it's
okay.
it's not long.
Okay.
I got it. Ask
Got
the
it.
question again.
Okay. What was the question? Okay.
Supply chain.
Okay. So Alabama Training Network is part of the MEP network. There's one of us in every state.
Okay.
And so we have tried to work with our counterparts throughout the country to really focus on supply chain and what that looks like domestically and how we can help grow that and sustain that for manufacturers such as Honda. So what is that? What are y'all looking for? How does that work with y'all with supply chain?
You know, anytime a new manufacturing facility is built in an area, suppliers are going to follow.
Right.
We buy more than $2 billion of parts from suppliers in Alabama every year. And those jobs wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Honda coming to the state. So it's additional economic impact. But we also like to buy parts from U.S. suppliers in general. So everywhere you see a Honda plant, you're going to see a lot of suppliers. The Honda Passport is the number 7 most American-made car
Oh,
in the U.S.
really?
And all 4 of the vehicles that are made at the Alabama auto plant are in the top 15.
Wow.
So that lets you know that you really focus on Alabama made, obviously, first.
Yeah.
And then probably Southeast.
Yeah. U.S. made.
And then U.S. on top of that. That's amazing to me to really think about those in manufacturers. So what does the Alabama when you think about Alabama's competitiveness, so y'all came 25 years ago, would that have made you the third one to come into Alabama?
I'm not sure when Mercedes came. Mercedes was before us.
And then were you before or after Hyundai? I think y'all were really close together.
I'm not sure when
Like,
Honda.
I'm making myself go way back in time.
I'm not sure.
I've had a lot of sleep since then.
I'll say us just because I'm pro Honda.
Okay, we'll just do that. So, but since then, and you made the comment about suppliers, which makes me think, what makes Alabama so competitive for the manufacturers of automobiles?
I think there's a really rare combination here in Alabama that's very attractive. Of course, the workforce. These people are highly capable, committed, and hopefully eager to learn. And then there's strong infrastructure here to support the manufacturing.
Okay.
You know, we've really become a manufacturing state over the last couple decades.
True.
And the training programs that are tied to industry needs. Alabama has done such a great job of modifying and improving the education system to become a manufacturing state. And then there's also that culture of partnership with ACCS or with ATN or with any of the other community partners. And between companies, really. Companies, educators, community leaders, all those partnerships help us move forward in the community and in the state.
This makes you pretty proud to be from Alabama.
Yeah, absolutely.
To know that. So what do you think, or if you had to think of one thing that you think is true about manufacturing besides clean, that is true about manufacturing today that wasn't maybe 30 years ago?
Maybe 30 years ago, manufacturing was repetitive work. Very low skill work.
Good point.
It's not today. The reality is that manufacturing is very high tech, very teams based. We put processes, robots, automation in place to eliminate repetitive tasks.
So I have to know, what do you personally think? So let's say you've been there 12 years. I knew it was pretty close to 10. I had a moment. I was like, I think it's more than 10. So you've been there 12 years. What do you think is the coolest thing that's come off of the Passport, Pilot, Truck, or Odyssey? MB6.
That's right.
See, I was paying attention.
You were. Good job.
What is, out of those 5, what is the coolest thing you've seen come off a line?
I think the Odyssey is probably my favorite thing to see come off of the line.
I mean, girl, you gonna make me go buy one.
Yeah.
Look, go buy one.
I've contemplated it now. Yeah.
Keep my job.
Yes.
We get an employee discount.
However, I
Family and friends.
personally, if I'm gonna buy one, want a sticker that has that teardrop, blue teardrop, and be like, "That's right, coolest thing made in Alabama.
We can probably arrange.
Okay. That would be really
That would be
cool.
really cool to
If,
get
like,
those
from
stickers.
this point to
Just
2027,
an emblem on it.
somewhere on it, coolest thing
That would
made
be
in
really
Alabama.
cool. I'll have
Yes.
to talk to the race team about
Yeah,
that.
that would be
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that Odyssey, seeing it roll off the line and really just knowing how much craftsmanship goes into it. It's even cooler to see it on the road or to see any of the vehicles that we make on the road and being able to tell your friends, your family, hey, I helped make that.
That is so cool. Kids, that is such a neat thing. Is like if you're, especially when they're so sweet and precious, like 5th grade and under children, they're so proud of their parents still.
Yeah.
And to be able to say, my daddy or my mom helped
That's
make
right.
that.
Yeah.
And
It's a sense of pride in the work that you're doing. And so I say the Odyssey, but it's really all of the vehicles that we make.
But secretly, it's the
Secretly, it's the Odyssey because it's the best minivan
Yes.
out there.
I'm pretty sure that's what in the babysitter or the pacifier, the movie The Pacifier. I'm almost
yeah, I
positive that's
feel
the
like it was-
Odyssey
yeah.
he was driving.
Yeah.
So
Okay, final question. What makes you most proud to be a part of Honda?
Y'all aren't going to believe me when I tell you it's the people.
Oh,
It really is the people. I know. Well, the pride that we take in what we do. We're not just building vehicles, we're keeping families safe
yes,
on the road. And knowing that that's what we're doing and the willingness that our associates have to learn, to improve, and just generally support the communities. That gives me a lot of pride.
yeah.
And that, to me, that's what really stands out. Honda in Alabama we're really not just about manufacturing vehicles. It's about the opportunities that we're creating for our associates. It's not just a place to work. It's a place to build your career. And being a company that not only the state is proud to have, but being a company that society wants to exist.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can tell that you are passionate, and that's really awesome to see. They should definitely put you in one of the Honda commercials.
That would be
She
awesome.
should.
They
She has great durable skills.
Awesome. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
I love
Teriann,
that. Amen.
is there
Amen.
anything else that you would like to add as we say our goodbyes? Is there anything else that you would like to contribute?
I just want to say thanks for the opportunity
Thank
to
you.
come and speak with y'all about Honda, about our wonderful Racing Odyssey,
Now,
and the coolest thing
can I
made in
touch it?
Alabama.
Is
Are you going to drop it?
I'm not. I promise.
so if they want to learn more about Honda, or if they want to inquire about being on the racing team, how can they do that? Where do they need to go?
So you can go to careers.honda.com.
Great.
That's going to
Okay.
post all of our jobs, give you a lot of good information about Honda. If you want to learn about the plant itself or about Honda operations in general, I think you can go to hondaalabama.com.
Okay. And if they want to, if there's a school or something out there that wants to request a tour or something like that,
or
can they-
the Racing Odyssey to come see them.
Yeah, can they all find that? Can they find that information all on that website?
Yes.
Great.
They can.
Great.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
Teriann, it has been a pleasure. We appreciate your time with us today. Guys, we will see you next time on Alabama Manufacturing Now. Thank you.